Okay. So our Pearl of Wisdom session today continues to focus on anchoring the post-COVID world. And what I'm guided to do is we took on a very specific nuance around peace last time. And over the next um, few sessions, I'm actually guided to work on what I call as flow systems that make up our physical body and make a massive difference to how we react, respond, what happens to our vibrations, all of that. And I believe I spoke a little bit about the nervous system last time. There's some more work to be done with the nervous system. And the one that we are going to focus on after this is going to be the circulatory system. But we're going to continue our work today with the nervous system. And really what we're doing here is we are tuning in at even a nano-cellular level of the physiological structure of some of these systems. When I received in one of my silence wisdom days that I had, and this was actually at the Self-Realization Fellowship Center. I was there for 5 days, happened to be on my own, doing my own silence retreat there. And I had these 5 days of very deep dive into into full spectrum well-being, particularly focusing on the root cause of diseases such as heart disease, cancers, anxiety and depression, digestive disorders, as well as aging. And it was there that I was shown like an overarching framework that our creator used in creating our physical body. And the overarching framework had 3 systems in it: the flow systems, the organ systems, and the life force systems. And flow systems is where dis-ease first sets in. And flow systems include, circulatory system, the endocrine system, the nervous system, the lymphatic system. And when disease sets in the flow system, it lodges itself often in 1 or 2 organs, and it lodges itself in the organ that is compromised. The organ systems, on the other hand, which include systems that have got a collection of organs, excretory system, digestive system, reproductive system, those sort of things. And these systems are impacted by emotional distress. So emotional distress lodges itself in our organ systems. And different organs are impacted by different types of emotional distress. And that weakens them. So when physical disease comes into the flow system, and that can happen for many reasons, if there is an organ, or there are 1 or 2 or several organs that are compromised, the disease finds a home there and it lodges itself there. And what happens is we treat the symptoms of the disease, and the disease still remains in the flow system. So even if we feel that the symptoms have improved or gone, the disease appears again because the root cause hasn't been addressed, and the root cause really lies in an emotional distress, which is still there. It goes from 1 organ in that particular organ system to another organ. Life force systems are systems that really are at the foundation of the vitality and life force in new cells that are created in our body. And those systems include the chakra system, the meridian system, the nadi channels, our breath, and certain practices that we do support the life force systems. So in what we do here in Beyond Meditation, we do work on the emotional and mental distress. And we dramatically up-level the life force overall. So really remove any particular blockages that may be there in the life force systems. Now, in the context of anchoring the post-COVID world, what we are doing by bringing in our focus on the flow systems, we are actually removing any dis-ease that may be there, that we may not even be aware of. So that whilst the organ systems are being recalibrated, dis-ease is able to, release itself, and life force is being boosted. So new cells that are produced are healthier with greater vitality. In summary, that's really what is happening now. So we've only been able to get here because of the work that we've already done. And there are many other amazing beings, on this planet that are also doing great work in up-leveling the vibrational frequency of this planet. And all of that makes it possible for us to actually bring in the flow systems. The flow systems is where this whole, nano-cellular system lies. Like the RNA and DNA, all of those are in the flow system. They are the toughest ones. Even though they are flowing, they're actually quite challenging to repair. And really all you can do is get them to a point where they remember their innate in vibration, they remember their originating intent, and are able to recalibrate themselves. Any forced push out, even if it is a vibrational pushover of any diseases that may exist in the flow system, actually causes a lot of upheaval. So we have to work with it by allowing the flow system itself in its own way to release that which no longer belongs. We are continuing our work on the nervous system as one of our flow systems today as well. So just get yourself really comfortable. I mean, in the body of work that I received over those 5 days, I really became so present to the timelessness of time. Like literally, there is no boundaries as far as time is concerned, and yet we use time in such a conflicted way to create boundaries. In those 5 days, yes, I got an understanding of this, and I'm sharing it at a summary level. I received there are bodies and bodies and bodies of work that came through about how different elements that make up this planet, different elements that make up us, including colors, including vistas, including food, including the vibrational quality of type of cutlery you use, the way you cut certain vegetables and fruits. Different cuts bring about different level of life force that supports in a positive or a negative way these 5 different diseases that I was particularly working with. Sounds, words, chants, sequencing of words, how you connect the dots between the words, all of those things. It's quite magical. I had an opportunity to certainly apply it in the context of digestive disorders, something that I was facing myself at the time when I was living in Bali at the time, and traveling to the US quite a lot. And really what it did was it got rid of the digestive disorder. I don't even remember now what it was like, though I know for years I struggled with it. And I was just left with one particular piece that needed to be addressed, and that required a surgical intervention because there was a physiological herniated issue that needed to be rectified. So I did that. But it was pretty amazing to use this kind of work in doing what we are doing. So I'm excited about it. So let's get comfortable. Remain seated, upright on a chair or a bed or something like that. It's great. I really do want your feet connected to the core of the earth for this. So even if you're sitting cross-legged, if you can avoid sitting that way and have your feet on the ground, that would be great. So have your feet on the ground, your arms dropped on either side, your palms facing forward. And just even before you close your eyes, just feel the feeling of pushing your feet down into the earth a little bit more firmly. Just push it down. And as you push it down, you will notice that you sort of go back. The moment you go back a little, imagine the back of your crown is pulled up. And you don't need to push anything. You just imagine it and it automatically rises. Yes. Yes, you're applying that very fine stretch to the spine and the neck muscles. Now take your hands and put them on top of your thighs. Your palms are facing upwards. Now you can close your eyes. And imagine that the base of your spine is connected to the core of the earth. And it's connected to the core of the earth with a golden cord. And we have a very specific golden cord there in the form of gold. And we have our alloy today. The alloy is made up of gold, silver, copper, and bronze. And the alloy itself we are so in tune with it that it is immediately starting to release. It's immediately starting to release energies that no longer serve us. Gold that is there as an addition to this cord structure is connecting straight into that diamond crystal that resides in the center of the core of the earth. And it is actually pulling up the sparkles, and there are certain elements that are being released because our bodies are ready to receive them. There are certain specks of light compositions, and it's a composition of different colors that are coming together. And these are particular colors that are necessary for the new chakras that have now become available to us. So we've had the 7 chakras that many of us have been aware of. There are 13 now that are activated for each human being. So these colors, for the first time, are rising up to feed and nourish those new chakras. So all of that is being released from this diamond that is there at the center of the core of the earth. It's in the center of that molten core of the earth. It is completely indestructible and so powerfully hardened that it never loses its innate structure. Vibrationally, its innate vibration is integrity. It retains its integrity no matter what. And we are receiving that within our system. And it's particularly important for our nervous system. For our nervous system to be able to retain its integrity. It's such a fine mesh of so many cells that come together. Just imagine that as if we are all standing in a circle, and in the center of a circle, we have a bucket. It's a sound bucket, and another is a sensation bucket. So the moment you hear any sounds, like I can hear, a couple of the little ones crying, just put the sound in the sound bucket, and it very softly and gently just releases any distress or from that sound into the core of the earth. You may feel certain sensations. We're talking about the nervous system after all. So, any sensations that you feel that are noticeable, you put into the sensation bucket and allow that to be released into the core of the earth. You'll feel something very, you'll feel the middle of your feet are literally being pulled into the earth, and the whole range of your feet, there's such a large collection of nerves there, nerve endings there, that they are beautifully receiving the sparkles of wisdom now that is coming into the nervous system. The nervous system is, its innate vibration is, its originating intent is to be a hammock for us, a hammock in which you just drop yourself and it holds you safe. It holds you safe. It holds you comforted. So just start your breathing, and you're going to breathe in and out. You're going to breathe, first of all, take the breath in into your heart, breathing in love, kindness, and compassion, and you're breathing out of your heart. Your breath is going in and out of your nose. So you're breathing in through your nose into your heart, and you're breathing out from your heart. You're breathing in love, kindness, and compassion into your heart, and you're breathing out gratitude and peace. You're breathing in love, kindness, and compassion into your heart, and you're breathing out gratitude and peace. And I'm just going to mute myself, continue the breath, so that in a very silent state, you're able to connect to the movement of this breath. We're going to change the direction of our breath now. And this time, you're going to take the breath in from your nose, and from your nose, it goes to the back of your throat, and it actually goes down the center of your spine, and it travels all the way down the center of your spine, goes to the tip of your spine, and then and it goes into a bifurcation. And when you start breathing out, you're breathing out from the back of your legs all the way down to the base of your feet. So you're breathing in, breath is going in, going to the back of your throat, to the middle of your spine. Then as you get to the base of the spine and you start breathing out, and you're breathing out from the back of your feet all the way down into the earth. You're breathing in love, kindness, and compassion, and you're breathing out gratitude and peace. You're breathing in love, kindness, and compassion, and you're breathing out gratitude and peace. You're going to change the direction of the breath a little. You're going to breathe in from your nose, and you're going to take the breath up, and you're going to take it slowly from the center of your eyebrows. So through the pineal, on the top of your crown, the back of your head, and then you're going to literally go inside your head all the way down to your brain stem. And when you breathe out, you're going to breathe out with a sound of ah. So you're really following your breath from your pineal to the top of the head, the back of the head, into your pituitary, down your brain stem, and you're breathing out with the sound of ah. You're breathing in love, kindness, and compassion, and you're breathing out gratitude and peace. You may feel crackling in your ears, your gums or jaw might move a bit, and there's a lot of movement that is taking place. Our focus is very much on the nervous system. You can bring your attention back to your heart. And you'll continue breathing in love, kindness, and compassion into the heart, breathing out gratitude and peace. And as your attention remains focused on that, the center of the nervous system, it's not necessarily the center, but there's certainly a very big concentration of all the different elements of the nervous system in our brain. So as you're breathing in and out of your heart, the connection between your brain and your heart is being intensified. The heart is an organ that keeps us in our present. The brain remains in the present when it's connected to the heart. The mind, in its construct, is plugged into the brain and has a direct impact on our nervous disposition. Mind, as we know, is about survival, oscillates between past and future. Heart is present in the now and is plugged into its rhythm, which is the physiological rhythm of you. Having the two in harmony, doing their dance, allowing the heart to lead sometimes and the brain at other times. This keeps the nervous system in a very healthy, harmonious balance. And just by, breathing in and out of our heart and keeping our focused attention on our brain, we are actually allowing our brain automatically to release those elements that no longer serve us, particularly any conflicts that may exist. And as you heard me say before, which is why we call this beyond meditation, the root of all conflict that we experience is the conflict between the soul presence and its expression through the human form. The human form not experiencing its own worthiness, and the soul feeling diminished due to the confines of the human form. And we've literally changed that pattern within ourselves. And through us, we have changed the vibration of that deep seated conflict in the planet. The soul knows it is eternal, it is indestructible, it is limitless, and it is here to garner a whole collection of new experiences. The human form gets to return to its innate vibration of love, owns it, accepts it, presences itself in it, knowing that love is just a frequency. It's an amplifying frequency. And in this journey of the soul expressing itself through this human form, it's amplifying the soul's illumination, infusing it with the vibration of love. And that dissolves that inner conflict. And in the human vibe attunement, a declaration is made where the soul and the human form come together, acknowledging themselves as a human, receiving themselves as a human, and accepting themselves as a human. And then we go further, step in and own our own worthiness, receive our dignitarian self. Standing in a space of dignity, we anchor the human within humanity. And we are going to go into that in a moment. My saying all of this was lodging at a vibrational level, at a cellular level, this knowledge and converting that knowledge into wisdom and opening the doorway for it to be planted as a knowing. This release, permanent release of that inner conflict. We are going to anchor this wisdom and knowing by doing the 946 breath, bringing into complete alignment our mind brain, our heart brain, and our gut brain, our past and future oscillation, ensuring that we know the survival is taken care of, our courage and comfort in stepping into the present, and our openness to receive our inner wisdom through the gut. In doing the 946 breath, we also open up all of the 13 chakras and all those wonderful colors that we have received when we were clearing out our system and allowing that golden cord to come in with its unique nourishment for our nervous system, with this added bonus of these wonderful colors that are feeding and nourishing and nurturing the new chakras that have now become open and available to us. That takes place with the 946 breath as well. So we will go ahead and do the 946 breath. You will feel an even greater multiplication of those colors. You may even experience or even see certain, like helix-like structures in your vision, or certain vortex-like movements where energies and colors and vibrations within your field are becoming attuned with all of the 13 chakras operating in their complete alignment. And this is an important aspect of the health and nourishment of our nervous system. as we are going deeper and deeper, walking the path of the new world. So let's begin. Breathe in to the count of 9, hold to the count of 4, breathe out to the count of 6. Breathe in 9, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold 2, 3, 4. Breathe out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold 2, 3, 4. Breathe out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold 2, 3, 4. Breathe out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold 2, 3, 4. Breathe out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold 2, 3, 4. Breathe out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's come back to your center, focusing your attention. The breath is going into your heart, and breathing out is happening through your heart. And now repeat after me. This declaration is being made by your heart, by your human form and the soul presence, harmonized as one, declaring it together. I acknowledge myself as a human. I receive myself as a human. I accept myself as a human. I acknowledge myself as a human. I receive myself as a human. I accept myself as a human. I acknowledge myself as a human. I receive myself as a human. I accept myself as a human. I acknowledge myself as a human. I receive myself as a human. I accept myself as a human. I acknowledge myself as a human. I receive myself as a human. I accept myself as a human. See yourself literally stepping into and owning your own worthiness, honoring it. You're standing tall. Your remembrance of dignity is whole and complete. Anchored as the dignitarian, you rise and repeat after me. I anchor the human within humanity. 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 Take your hands in front of your heart. Hold it in a namaste. And I want you to just press down the middle of your heart. So your fingertips will actually spread out. So I want you to anchor them, touch the middle of your palm. You know, the dip that you have in your palm, you're actually going to touch that and you're going to rub it against each other. You're just bringing in the heat. Okay, just stretching your fingers has a direct impact on our nervous system. You're adding some heat. You're going to take it in the form of a cup. Just put it over your eyes and blink your eyes into that cup. Open, close, open, close, open, close, open, close, open, close. Take the middle of your palm now, put them over your eyes so you can feel the heat. Now you can take your palms on top of your head, your eyes are open, the back of your head, down your neck, down your shoulders. Just do an energy sweep and blow. Little nuances make a lot of difference. So the Beyond meditation is complete. If you need to be somewhere, please go ahead and do that. If you're able to share your words, these are words that we are anchoring as vibrations for the post-COVID world, please go ahead and do that. Thank you. Deep divine meditation, deep divine meditative state. I'm anchoring. Holy breath. Beautiful. Indeed. Thank you. Thank you. I'm going to see you all on Saturday. And I'm actually going to see you in a few hours for the Pearl of Wisdom. I will share the Pearl of Wisdom. There are choices between three, so I'm just going to allow myself to receive which one I'm going to focus on. I don't have it yet to reveal. It's a game, really, that I play with the divine, I think. Feeling whole and complete in my dignity. Thank you. Thank you, Mystic Mynoo. Thank you. Blessed. Return to love, love, beautiful divine blessings anchored in my Shungite alchemy. Wow, yes, I love it. Thank you. Glorious inspiration, dignity, heart, 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 expansion of heart and soul, gratitude. It's great that, Gail, you brought up dignity when we began. Little did we know that there was going to be such a focus on it today. Honoring my soul's presence in my dignity and my own worthiness. Thank you for this loving session. Thank you. Lots of hearts. Thank you. Thank you all. See you in a few hours. Thank you.